Nature always contains unexpected and violent moments, from giant waves swallowing the dike to lightning tearing through the night sky. Today's video will take you to rare moments where the Earth's power is displayed in an overwhelming and sometimes breathtakingly terrifying way. The harsh cracking sound of hailstones falling continuously said it all. The destructive power is truly frightening. In Alberta, Canada, heavy rain brought giant hailstones, some larger than a baseball, creating an unbelievably haunting scene. North Texas endured extreme weather as large hail poured down heavily amid violent thunderstorms. Oh my God, torrential floodwaters roared in, ferociously swallowing everything, turning the whole area into a sea of water in seconds. Facing violent floods, we can only realize our own fragility against the immeasurable power that nature brings. Heavy rains caused floods in Ningwu, Shanxi. An old man struggled to lead his livestock to higher ground and luckily escaped the raging waters. In Pennsylvania, a flying tire smashed the windshield of a police car. Fortunately, no officers were inside. A heart-stopping situation when a car suddenly rushed into a beer garden, full of people standing. Luckily, no one was injured. On the highway in Brackenridge, Queensland, 2 solar panels fell off a running pickup truck and crashed onto the road. Luckily, the driver escaped death by a hair's breadth. Oh Lord, a violent landslide occurred, sweeping away earth and rocks and destroying much property, leaving residents with devastation. A terrible earthquake made the river. Furious waves surged violently and boats struggled in the chaos. A giant python appeared near the fisherman's boat, causing surprise and worry for those present. Lightning spread like spider webs across the sky over the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, a majestic and powerful sight of nature. The witnesses were extremely amazed when a spectacular lightning strike appeared from the erupting volcano in Guatemala. Strong winds blew a chair off the balcony of an apartment building as rain and hail struck part of New South Wales. The power of nature is truly frightening. A small tornado suddenly appeared, lifting hay bales high into the air, a spectacular and amusing sight for viewers. A giant dust cloud swept through downtown Phoenix, swallowing the entire city in a sea of haze.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
A man in Idaho was shocked when strong winds blew away his travel trailer. Nature's power is truly unpredictable.
Oh my God!
So I don't know what to do next. Because we've been in the Sermon on the Mount with Jesus teaching, I don't think we jump into like Luke or something, or one of the Gospels.
A massive dust devil spun fiercely on the surprise Arizona highway, a sight that gave everyone chills. Raging floods suddenly crashed in, sweeping away a bridge in an instant, leaving the entire area submerged in a white sea of water. Flames erupted violently, causing a car to explode. This scene reminds us never stand near a burning car to ensure safety. A dramatic moment captured on dash cam as a car suddenly crashed straight through a light pole on a California highway. A dangerous situation occurred when a Ferrari lost control, crashing into a bike rack just a few steps away from pedestrians. A pickup truck suddenly lost control on the road, crashing straight into a roadside house. The entire moment captured dramatically on camera. Oh Lord, a violent landslide occurred, sweeping away earth and rocks and destroying much property, leaving residents with devastation. A terrible earthquake made the river. Furious waves surged violently, and boats struggled in the chaos. A breathtaking moment when thousands of fish swam together like a vivid painting under the ocean. No need for expensive jewelry, just watching the goldfish swimming is already sparkling like a treasure underwater. Thousands of fish moved at the same time, forming a vivid underwater current, powerful like a surging river. A strange moment when a giant tornado kept changing shape across rural South Dakota, creating a violent scene like a disaster movie.
Wow.
That flood was terrifying, wasn't it, everyone?
Köprü yıkıldı. Köprü yıkıldı.
Raging floods suddenly crashed in, sweeping away a bridge in an instant, leaving the entire area submerged in a white sea of water.
Orada ne yapıyor? Çok kötü. Çok kötü. Kaçın, kaçın, kaçın. Abi gitme abi.
A dramatic yet funny moment, waterways from a nearly submerged truck swept a man off his porch. In a violent storm, the warehouse walls were torn apart piece by piece, two workers panicking and running for their lives. In the middle of the night, a runaway tire suddenly crashed into a tire shop, smashing the door and rolling itself into the pile of brothers outside. In Belgium, just a few hours of rainfall turned city streets into a sea of water, sweeping away parked cars with ease. Typhoon Haiyan slammed into Tacloban in the central Philippines. Watch how the winds tore through the city, and remember, always seek safe shelter during storms. In northeast Arkansas, a fierce hailstorm hit. As the thunderstorm rolled in, it looked like rocks raining from the sky. Huge hailstones hammered vehicles along the highway in Amarillo, Texas, making driving nearly impossible. An awkward moment, strong winds blew through, turning the meal of two guests into a table cover game when the tarp flew straight over their food. A customer had just sipped coffee when the wind invited him outside while tables and chairs flew along, leaving the shop owner frozen in shock. Fragile butterflies covered the road, bringing a sense of peace, romance, and touching the heart of travelers. A wonderful painting of nature unfolded when thousands of butterflies took flight, creating a moment that left viewers amazed and emotional. The hail poured down violently, each ice pellet covering the road, turning the whole street into a snowy white winter scene. Huge hailstones suddenly fell in the backyard in Anna, Texas, as big as golf balls, frightening many with the power of nature. Massive hail suddenly struck Austin, Texas, pounding down golf ball-sized stones, creating a dramatic scene. In Alberta, a violent hailstorm poured down the stones so large that they shattered the windshield of a driver on the road. A terrible earthquake made the river. Furious waves surged violently, and boats struggled in the chaos. An overwhelming scene right as the young man performed his action. Lightning suddenly tore across the sky, creating an extremely striking image. A scary moment when a woman crossed the street without looking and a car rushed in within seconds. Fortunately, she was not injured. A horrifying moment when a car lost control and rushed straight into a group of people waiting for the tram, but luckily they reacted quickly and escaped. Oh my goodness. Torrential rains unleashed flash floods and landslides across India and Pakistan. Whole regions trembled under nature's power. Have you ever seen a house collapse with your own eyes? In just a few seconds, the ground shook violently and water spilled out of the swimming pool, a horrifying yet rare scene. A waterfall suddenly poured down onto the road, obstructing traffic and affecting people's travel. The hail poured down violently, each ice pellet covering the road, turning the whole street into a snowy white winter scene. North Texas endured extreme weather as large hail poured down heavily amid violent thunderstorms.
talked about 50-pound hailstones.
Yeah, 75 pounds.
Glacier Bay turned into a stage for a magical light dance. The aurora exploded in colors. What would you do if you were standing under this sky? From the hands of a photographer, glowing fluorescent flowers shone as if performing a free light show at night. Nature grew angry. A violent landslide struck dust and rocks, engulfing the area, turning the scene haunting. Heart-stopping before nature's violent uprising, but fortunately this time Mother Nature was merciful, causing no casualties. Do you find this moment funny or heart-stopping? A laugh or cry moment. A woman walked out with an umbrella in the rain, thought she was stepping onto the stairs, but fell straight into the pool. Continuous heavy rain caused an entire mountain to collapse right before their eyes, dust rising high, creating an unforgettable dramatic scene. The road suddenly rose and fell, the ground undulating like a wave, a rare scene that amazed everyone. A glowing ball of lightning ran along the railway tracks, looking like a supernatural phenomenon in real life. People were stunned when a bridge under construction collapsed into the Ganges River, leaving debris scattered in the water. A small underwater trench suddenly turned into a living river, when thousands of fish crowded densely, creating an overwhelming sight. A surfer gracefully conquered giant waves right off Sydney's shore, a moment full of adventure, spectacle, and energy. A crimson superstorm lit up the Texas sky, both majestic and breathtaking for viewers. Like a fairy tale scene, thousands of birds spread their wings in the sunset, creating a living ribbon across the sky. It looked just like the world's largest charter flight, thousands of white cranes migrating together in a spectacular rush. Do you find this butterfly waterfall truly magical? Nature covered columns with butterflies turning them into free and beautiful living works of art. A girl casually returned to the counter with her snack, not expecting the box to give her a super flip right at the store corner. While the couple was resting, the shelf above suddenly fell, creating an unforgettable wake-up call.
We knew this was gonna happen, right?
In Darwin, an electric car plunged into a ditch, throwing the woman driver off the wheel. Luckily, she only suffered minor injuries. The slip of a lifetime from a confident tray lift the man in the kitchen ended with a dramatic face-first fall. A laugh or cry situation. Instead of putting out the fire in time, the man followed the flames spreading as if watching a show. A woman put on a playful Lorax costume, creating a surprise full of laughter and affection for her partner.
What causes you to fucking buy this?
These scenes remind us that in the face of nature's fury, humans are just small beings. Which moment gave you chills the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next incredible footage.